And a couple of you guys are saying that Shakur Stevenson retiring from boxing, so I have no clue what the hell it is you guys are talking about. So this is what we're gonna do. If what you guys are saying is true, we will go to Twitter. Go to Twitter, X, what you want to call it.
Holy shit! Breaking news.
Hold on. Let me see. We on screen share. Let me see. Oh shit! Yeah, he doing the damn TFM. He doing the TFM Lopez. All right, so look, we here. True School Sports. Breaking news.
Woo!
So here's what Shakur Stevenson tweeted. This is literally he tweeted this during this damn live. 10:45. He tweeted this.
Yeah.
He said, "I'm officially retiring from the sport of boxing. I'll be in the gym forever, perfecting my craft, helping the next generation become great and chase their dreams. But I ain't fucking with this weak boxing game."
I'm sorry to tell you, he's coming back. He'll be back.
And then what's funny is
he'll be back in the
I don't know if you know who Dean the Great is. You know who Dean the Great is?
No.
Dean the Great is this YouTuber who does the boxing influencer boxing, and he's been calling out Shakur, and he said, "LMAO, I set you into retirement, Lord, bro. Sad." Exposed.
Listen, breaking news, but I'll be honest with you, he'll be back. He's got his feelings hurt. He's still crying because of the shit he's fight. He's crying, and he doesn't know how to deal with it, and that's what happens.
I'll do you one better. Not only do I not think he's retiring, but I know that he did hint recently. Shakur Stevenson he hinted recently that he might be he's a free agent. And sometimes when a fighter is disgruntled and they want to get out of their contract,
this is what they do.
They retire.
Didn't Teal do that?
Retire. You know, you could sit out. You know, because a lot of these contracts, even if in the contracts there's fights, like because sometimes fighters will say you fight X amount of fights, X amount of time.
Right.
There's normally a date that the contract expires. So and you want to know how I know this? I know this because when Angelo Leo was going through his other promotions, I knew exactly when his like I actually knew his date. So there were times people were talking shit. Oh, Angelo ain't gonna fight again. I knew when his contract was done.
Wow.
So same thing here.
But don't you think
same thing here with Shakur Stevenson? He knows if he sits out for a certain amount of time.
It'll be the
end of his top rank contract, and then he can move the way he really wants to move.
Yeah.
Or you know what? Let's consider maybe this is it.
No, I don't.
He say nah. Y'all didn't appreciate
because I feel that he feels that he's still got a lot to prove to all the fans that question him about his last fight. So he's gonna come back as a man. You want to come back
to be truthful.
As a man, you want to come back and you want to go ahead and redeem yourself and say, "Damn, I fucked up the last fight. I'm gonna show what I'm all about." But at the same time, what about the managers? Are they supposed to do something like Prince and all these people?
To be honest too, personally, this is just me, and I'm kind of gonna like side with Shakur Stevenson a little bit here. Shakur Stevenson, if he retires now, the paper says, I don't care what you say about who he did or didn't fight. The paper says undefeated, 3-division champion, Olympic silver medalist. So yeah, is he a Hall of Famer?
No,
I don't think he's a Hall of Famer. No, he's not. He's definitely not a Hall of Famer, but that's still something to be proud of. You know, you came from the slums of Newark and you came from poverty.
He ain't done yet.
I don't think. Listen, I don't think he's done.
No,
I think he's doing the TFMO. I think he's a fake retirement.
Yep.
I think. Listen, Shakur Stevenson. Let's be honest about him. We know Shakur Stevenson ain't the poster boy for emotional stability on social media.
Man.
He's up and he's down and. So
I was trying to explain to my son.
Maybe Shakur was trying to get a fight with a big name and he thought it was gonna happen, and then maybe it didn't happen. There's so many things that this could mean. So
he'll be back. That I know. He'll be back. He ain't done yet. His story's not done yet.
And shout out to Rafael Cabo. By the way,
thank you, Rafael.
By the way, Rafael, I'll be in Vegas Friday. I'll be there Friday, so I'll see you soon.
No, he's gonna be a good coach, but the reality is, he's not done yet. You're gonna have to redeem yourself. As a man, you're gonna redeem some of that race. People, the fans, the world know that you are a real deal. He's gonna redeem. He's not gonna sleep and close the coffin and go to sleep and say, okay, yeah, because that's what's eating up in himself right now. The shame that he brought on himself. He coming back. My motherfucking words.
Probably is, but
I'm gonna go to the casino and I'll tell you put some money on it. Okay?
Can you bet on that? Is there a line? No, they got bets on everything.
Are you serious?
You can bet on who the U.S. president.
Come back. Yeah.
Look, you can bet on who's the U.S. president.
The coin flip,
the Super Bowl, all that stuff. You know. So I want to know what's the over under on Shakur. You know, coming back to boxing.
What do the scrubs think about it? The whole thing.
Let's go through it.
Holy shit! This is breaking news.
Hyro says, "Do you think he's vacating that belt? Frank Martin getting that belt. Let's go, PBC."
Hyro, I'm gonna write the Al Hamlin personally so you can get hired by them. Let's go.
Let me see. He says Shakur only looks dominant against small fighters. I mean, thus far, that seems to be the case. Thus far, I mean,
one thing I was telling my son about him was like he doesn't like to get hit. Like when he was fighting De Los Santos, he was getting hit. He didn't like that. I could see that he was pushing back. He was not just his defensive. He does not like to get hit.
Tank Williams is he's giving the actual legal term. The legal term what I was talking about earlier is it's called a sunset clause. I see.
Oh wow, thank you so much.
I didn't know the actual legal. See, that's the type of shit you learn. The legal verbiage of contract, the sunset clause. Yeah.
Yeah. What's that mean? When the sunset's done?
Where literally like when the contract expires. So a promotional company can sign you for X amount of fights, but they gotta put a date on it.
But you think the Bob fight was gonna throw him away like that?
I don't think Bob cares. Bob, you know how much money they gets lost on Shakur during Formula One weekend?
Yeah.
You know how much money they lost?
I know.
The T-Mobile Arena was freaking empty as hell, and I know that the people that were there, they gave away hella tickets. Like I'll tell you right now, if I would have went to Vegas that week, I probably could have got 8 tickets to that fight myself. 8, not one. I'm talking about 8 to 10.
Yeah, but part of the fault
them tickets was
coming from not promoting him the right way.
Yeah, you're actually right. On the flip side, why would you listen? I know boxing ain't the most popular sport in America, but why would you promote boxing around Formula One? Formula One is a trash ass elitist sport. Americans don't give a fuck about no damn Formula One.
Call that, Brendan.
Listen. I'm speaking from the American perspective. We don't give a damn about no Formula One.
Yeah.
So.
Thank you, Tank Williams.
They say he's running for Edwin De Los Santos.
Yeah, he run. I'm telling you, he didn't like to get hit. But I say he's gonna come back. I don't think he's gonna go close the storybook and not come back and redeem himself. I can't do that.
He said Shakur couldn't coach someone in the Special Olympics. And then he said nobody's gonna be like, dang, he used to give us good fights, knockouts, and a brawl. It's probably hard to get a fight with Shakur now. Probably everyone's saying he don't come to fight.
I think I'll be honest with you, and my son told me about some fighters, they're too sensitive and emotional. And that's the downfall of the fighters. When you don't know your direction and you don't have a straight point of what you want to do and how to do it, I think the last fight he had with De Los Santos really tested him. And then when the media burned him like that, he doesn't know how to deal with that. Who's he going to go to talk to about that? He doesn't know how to deal with that.
He can go live on his Twitch stream.
He does not know how to deal with that, though.
He can go live on his Twitch.
And that's why I will say, what's the guy that I like? The guy that beat the Benavides guy that it starts with a V. Who? What's talking about? The black guy that was talking about betting $50,000 and then he didn't bet $50,000.
I don't got time for that.
Rayo. Okay. I'm talking about the black guy.
Chris Colbert.
Yeah, Chris Colbert. At least, if you guys know, this is my test of my memory, so you guys know I'm all fucked up. But listen, and that's the war. Anyway, what I'm getting back to is like Rayo and Chris Colbert. He came out there and he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that." But at least he had a direction on what he wanted to do. He knows what he's gonna do, and he was man enough to say, "Yeah, I got my ass kicked, but guess what? I deserve what I got." And he always was honest for himself. Shakur got blown up his mind so big by the media and everybody else that he's this and he's that. He could be Floyd, he could be that. And then when he goes in there, he underperforms. And he doesn't know how to do that.
A lot of people think he's just doing what Floyd did. Floyd
he did too?
Yeah, he picked the retirement. Yeah.
Floyd?
Yeah, where you at? Yeah.
When
it was after he beat, I'm gonna say Hatton. I'm gonna say after Ricky Hatton, he retired for like a year.
Why did he fight? If he had everything.
Or maybe he just went to jail.
Oh, he was a top dog?
No, but then he came back and he fought Marquez. Or was it? Oh, it was Oscar. My bad.
Mm-hmm.
He's right. It was Oscar.
Mm-hmm.
I knew it was one of those fights I watched his recently because I watched both. I watched the Oscar fight and I watched Hatton and I got them mixed up. But yeah, Oscar.
So hypothetically, if he comes back, he's not signed with Top Rank. Who do you think he's signed with? You know, Zab Judy is the president, executive of a Black Prime?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I do. What does that mean? They ain't putting them damn fights?
They put on.
What fights they got coming up? Y'all can tell me.
Yeah,
I know. I was talking to one of my guys. Shout out to my guy Sam Garcia out there in Salinas, California.
Yeah.
He helps train Ruben Villa, and he got one of his fighters on the BLK Prime. So I actually asked him. I said, "Hey man, what's all this BLK stuff about?" And he informed me that BLK Prime is trying to do shows like in the Northern California area, Salinas, San Jose area. So that's the latest on them. But it is worth noting, guys, and I'm glad that my man right here, shout out to you, Mr. Fan, that the WBO ordered Emanuel Navarrete versus Dennis Branche for the vacant WBO lightweight belt. Now, for context, all right, because you got to read all. Sometimes you can't just read. It's like when you read a book a novel or read the Bible or whatever, you can't just read one verse or one sentence and take it out of context. This is what he said. So
coming back.
It was a series of tweets. Here's what he said. So look,
why are you good? I'm
good. So he gets news. He catches wind of the fact that Navarrete and Dennis Baranchik, and oh my God, that's a random ass fight if I ever heard one. The only thing I know about Dennis Baranchik is that he fought Anthony Yiggett. He fought Anthony Yiggett on the undercard of Usyk versus Dubois. That's all I know about him. I don't remember much about that fight, but I remember watching him fight. Southpaw. That's a random fight. So he's upset. He said, "This is sickening. You know, this is absolutely sickening." And then he said, "I might as well retire." And then he says, "I'm retiring." And so there you go. That's the context of all that. Just for you guys to know. But y'all give me your thoughts. What do you think about Shakur Stevenson's retirement? Is he just talking shit? What do you think? And what do you think about Dennis Baranchik? He said, Navarrete is a bitch. I told you what he was going to do. I saw it coming a long time ago. He ain't going to fight Shakur straight up. Yeah, you did. You told me, Hyro. You told me. You're right. You know everything about boxing.